What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction with your host, the Ignorant Eclectic Mad Genius. And today we are checking out the channel More Than an Athlete. And the title is The NFL Star Who Quit at 27. Wait, what? Yeah, to chase 1 billion. My bad, y'all. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm gonna stop talking. I am very interested just because of the title. Yeah, let's do this.
Surprised. Look, you're in the NFL, like it doesn't get much better than being in the NFL. But I'm like, yeah, for you,
When you came out with the retirement video, you still had 1 year left on your contract.
Was that
yeah,
Brady?
it was like 17 million for my third year.
17?
Yeah. Well, my goal right now is to touch $1 billion.
But before we get to $1 billion, you have to understand the 17 mil because Bryce Huff came into the league undrafted. All he had was one shot with the Jets.
I remember packing up my car full of everything I owned, and I drove 17 hours to New York. And my agent was like, you know, if you don't make the team, like, you're gonna have to figure out how to get your stuff back home. I was like, I'm gonna make the team.
So when I showed up in camp, I don't think I lost a single rep.
Not only did Bryce make the roster, he became one of the best edge rushers in the league.
And if you watch my film, I was killing dudes for like years. The top O-linemen to the worst when they were all getting cooked.
But the more success he had, the more the NFL pissed him off.
When you ball out as an undrafted guy, I was like, oh, he's good, but like he's undrafted. Even when I was outperforming first rounders, they would still be getting like better press than me. I just thought it was weird, like meat riding behavior. And I kind
Honestly, I see where he's coming from, but also it's the same thing with the same thing that I be saying nowadays, especially with just like YouTube or whatever. You have to be your own billboard. You can't expect so like the WNBA, how like how they got their what's the word I'm looking for, like their new deal and stuff like that. Yo, there's like I'm not the biggest fan of her, not no more. It's just reasons. But the whole Angel Reese thing or whatever, like she was a brand by herself, but then she also did like YouTube, like side hustle, like podcasting and stuff like that to like continue to keep her name out there. You have to do stuff like that. I know I don't know if Caitlin Clark did anything like that. I don't really pay attention to Caitlin Clark, even though she is still the best shooter in the WNBA. Nobody can take that away from her. Well, unless a new crop of individuals who ball out take that away from her. You know what I mean? But you know, and it, like even with YouTube, like the YouTube basketball scene, I check out B Ellis on my off time and stuff like that, and he always says, yo, if you are a person that is in the one-on-one team basketball, ball is life, the next chapter, OTD, like in those worlds, you literally have to build your own brand because you don't know how long you will be on those brands. Like those brands will grow. You have to grow your own brand. You can't just be underneath their umbrella forever. You feel me? But yeah, that's kind of and like I also did say this with one of my other videos that it was a TV show host. She basically was she basically lost the show or whatever, and like there's people that are fans of her. I think it was Sherry Shepherd. That's what it was. The Sherry Shepherd video that I posted up from River TV, the reaction from River TV. Literally, like, yeah, she was, I guess the show people was like, yo, nah, the show's over with, da 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 da. I just said, yo, literally, if she just builds well, yeah, she already has a fan base. If she just moves it over to YouTube or Facebook or all of the above, she would still be fine. Like, and she would have more power to do whatever she pleases. It's just gonna that money's got to come out of her pocket first. But that's neither here nor there.
of like turn me off from the league.
But it wasn't just the media.
I bet I went on a
Like some of
tangent.
these coaches, bro, like some of these coaches take it way too far. It just didn't even cross my mind how stupid some of this stuff was. Like, we're playing a game. Me being undrafted and like me being like a younger player, I've had coaches that would come at me so on like such a personal level. It would make you want to throw hands. I've seen people get to that point, but like as I get older, I'm looking to have like a family at some point. I can't have some dude tell me what to do, like getting on my ass, and I gotta go home to protect my family. Like it's not happening. Like I gotta do. There's no way, bro. Like,
But Bryce let his work do the talking, and he was able to turn his league minimum into a $4.3 million payday.
so after taxes, I had New York taxes too. I had like 2.5. I put $1 million into SpaceX in 2023, and that was like big for me because that was like half my money. I wish I had my notebook. I mean, I have like 30 pages of ideas of just inventions and investment ideas and just like that I've written down over the years that I haven't been able to act on.
But that was about to change, because on that 1-year deal, Bryce had the best season of his career.
You turned on the film, you were just like, oh my gosh. Bryce Huff is a freak.
And Bryce Huff has it. What a season for Bryce Huff. Last thing to the quarterback was Bryce Huff for the second time
I
today.
don't own any of this.
10 sacks last year,
Which I see.
led the league in pressure rate.
So in free agency, he got a bag.
Damn.
Bryce Huff to Philadelphia, a 3-year, $51.1 million deal.
I got the deal in Philly, and I don't just go out just like splurging on stuff. Yeah, my biggest purchase was my house, and then I got a McLaren, and then after that, I just invested everything else. Yeah.
Bryce had some cap.
That is a smart individual, bro. Because we see way too many athletes just going out, balling out a shit ton of money on jewelry, women, accessories for women and themselves. Just like, bro, and you expect to continue to get that without investing? Come on. But he's investing. That's a smart young man. What? Oh. Why did my... All right.
He could. And one conversation changed everything.
We flew out to Puerto Rico during the
Puerto
off-season and met some
Rico.
well-established individuals, and they kind of opened our eyes to what life could be. Like, growing up, I always thought NFL money was like big time money, but when I talked to these guys, they were like anything from 5 million to 70 million is like the same. That's like the same standard of living. But once you go above 70 million and you start touching 9 figures, that's when you're looking at a different level of wealth and longevity. And it seems kind of weird saying this type of stuff now just because like it's a lot of money regardless, but they definitely opened our eyes to what the possibilities are. Like, we were meeting kids that were like in their 20s making billions of dollars. Like, it was the craziest thing to witness. In my mind, I'm like, these guys are a little bit older than me, putting in 25% of the effort, making 1,000 times more money than me. So I'm like, I gotta do something different.
So that's when a new company was born, Neighborstone, founded by Bryce and his brother Jordan.
Basically, we've created a solution to extinguish lithium-ion battery fires. The problem with these batteries is they burn from within, and they don't need oxygen to fuel themselves. When you try to put the fire out with water, it only makes the problem worse. If any of these facilities, whether it's a data center or energy storage facility, battery manufacturing facility, were to experience a catastrophic event,
Oh,
it would
shit.
destroy not only all of their assets within that building, but like the surrounding area would have terrible environmental issues for like the next 10 to 20 years. This hydrofluoric acid is released off of these battery fires, and it causes respiratory issues, it can cause birth defects, cancers down the road. So it's like, you want to make sure that there's precautions ready to go. That's kind of what we're all working towards right now. Over the last 5 years, the waste and recycling industry has lost about $18 billion due to lithium-ion batteries.
Bryce is the first athlete featured on this channel, so please subscribe so I can have many more athletes on
this is dope.
to tell their
This
own
is
story.
really good
But besides
information.
Neighborstone, Bryce still had another job. Play defensive end for his new team, the Philadelphia Eagles, where things didn't go as planned. And after one season,
We have a trade on our hands.
Bryce Huff is headed from Philadelphia to San Francisco.
a great landing spot
And ironically, San Francisco is a great tech hub, where a lot of the tech people go to, you know what I mean, secure nice big businesses. Just look at Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Kevin Durant when he was with Golden State. he did a lot of big moves behind the scenes.
For an entrepreneur, but being an NFL player running a business came with a stigma.
Oh, he's a football player type of deal. It's like he has money, but he doesn't know what he's doing. And that's what kind of turned me off to people even knowing that I played football. I would rather go into a meeting and just like have a conversation like everybody else than be like, oh, he's a football player. So in the back of their mind, they're like, this guy's just a dumb job with money.
But there was a person who saw the business and not the athlete.
That all season we went and met with the guy that builds out data centers. We showed him this video of us extinguishing a lithium-ion battery. With him building data centers, he knew like the risks behind lithium-ion batteries. He saw that, he was like, oh, this is crazy. Like this could be a $1 billion company overnight. And he was talking about putting in money to acquire half of NeighborStone. That's what really kind of turned us up, because we're like, this guy's already making billions. Like I was actually about to retire last year, but we ended up not doing it. I was like, all right, well, since we're not going through with the acquisition, I'm just gonna play another year.
Bryce Huff gets home, and he sacks Matthew Stafford for a huge loss. Bugatti Bryce. Bugatti.
Watch him just rip. Still stay on that path.
Huff off the edge. That ball's out for the Niners. Half the football.
And see, like this is hype for me.
Number 47.
It should be hype for a lot of others. But, like, if you don't know, you don't know.
And the San Francisco 49ers are going to get a road win in New Orleans.
So who was the finisher? Huff?
Hey man, the great team win. I appreciate y'all boys. Let's keep going.
So after playing the second year of his contract, Bryce had a decision to make. Play another year of ball and make $17 million, or retire at 27 years old and go all in on NeighborStone.
So I'm not too used to recording videos and stuff like this, but I wrote a bit too much to post on Instagram, so I'm gonna just read what I wrote. I'm retiring from football. I started playing football when I was 4 years old. Growing up, I wasn't the biggest or the strongest, and I didn't have many friends. All I really had was the game. Football gave me everything, and now it's time for me to give everything to something new. I'm building a company called NeighborStone. This mission will save lives and protect critical infrastructure as battery technology continues to scale. To the game of football and everybody who believed in me and supported me along the way, thank you.
It's like a choice I had to make. Like it's like a existential decision to either keep playing ball and have like guaranteed money, or step away and lean into this, because the upside is tremendous, but like the risk is a lot higher. Like,
And that's the most scariest and dangerous thing that you can ever do.
I could lose everything. It was a goal of mine to play in the NFL, but like it was never end all be all. I played ball for 24 years straight, like every year for my entire life. And I was just like kind of tired of going through the football life. You blink your eyes and you already spent 8 months of the year. We would sit at meetings and go over stuff that like we already knew, just for the sake of, oh, this is on the schedule, so we have to go to these meetings. But I'm like, all right. In our defense, we do the same thing every game. Nothing's changing. So like, why are we continuously talking about the exact same thing? Even like football games as a whole, like it's the same thing over and over again. So I really just started getting bored in comparison to business.
Because NeighborStone wasn't his only company, he also runs another one called Doobie.
Basically, Doobie sells high quality French rolling paper. They sell cones, chillums, smoking tips.
If you want to check out more about Doobie, link in the description.
Even with like Doobie alone, by the end of next year, I'm hoping to have made at least as much as I made the last 2 years in football. And then off NeighborStone, I would say like 10x that number, you know, minimum.
Do you see like an end goal for you for the grinder? Is it just you just love building things, scaling things?
My dream is to be an innovator and to bring value to the world. Like we're helping people, you know? That was a big factor in it too. I feel like if I was 80 years old, I would regret not retiring right now, you know? Like I feel like if I was 80 years old, I'm like, dang, what if I would have leaned into that company? I would have looked back and regretted it.
The full podcast is in the link in my description. We go.
Yo, shout out to him for this. And literally this was honestly, in my opinion, some really good information for just not athletes, but just for anybody and everybody. And shout out to This guy right here, I forgot what your channel's name is, and I said it earlier. I apologize. But like usual, the link for his channel will be in the link in the description below, man. Love each and every last one of y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. Hey, stuff like this, it motivates me. I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.